Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Jacqueline Matter. Thanks for joining us this evening. Breaking news tonight, Tampa police say a person has been taken into custody to be interviewed in connection to the Seminole Heights shootings.
This all started with a tip to police about a gun found at an Ybor City McDonald's restaurant. That gun was recovered from the restaurant and police took the person of interest into custody and is now being questioned. No arrests have been made yet. The police chief would not give many details, but did say this about the incident and the possible connection to the Seminole Heights shootings.
I'm optimistic on this one, but only time will tell. We have a lot of work to do.
The investigation is continuing. Tampa police have received more than 5,000 tips in this case. 4 people have been shot and killed in Tampa's Seminole Heights neighborhood. We'll have more information on today's developments as they become available.
The 2017 World Rowing Championship wrapped up last month, but today Sarasota County Commissioners got the final presentation on the event's economic impact.
ABC 7's Bobeth Yates has the details, which includes a lawmaker's request for the event's accounting documents.
Yes, while some are calling the World Rowing Championships a success, others are calling for more oversight.
I don't often agree with Speaker Corcoran, but on this one I will agree with him. When we're talking about government money spent for an event, there has to be accountability and transparency.
Sarasota County Commissioner and former Florida State Senator Nancy Dietert is speaking about the request for detailed accounting made by Florida House Speaker Richard Corcoran. Speaker Corcoran asked Sarasota County and the nonprofit board that runs Benderson Park to provide documentation of how they spent the $15 million in state funds received to construct the rowing facility.
It's a normal process for me. If you're going to take state funds, then I want to know what you spent them on. How much was brought in, how much went out, not just in generic economic impact.
While Dietert agrees with the request for the accounting documents, she says those details should not overshadow the event's success. Sentiments echoed by Meredith Sherba, the executive director of the rowing event, who gave her final presentation on the World Rowing Championships' economic impact to commissioners Tuesday.
We were able to really get some great community support. We were able to really find the niche of what this community was about. So from raising dollars to putting on a world-class event, which is our ultimate objective, and spreading the word of what an amazing community both Sarasota and Manatee counties are, we've accomplished both.
In addition, World Rowing Championships officials say the event generated about $9 million for both Manatee and Sarasota counties. Bobeth Yates, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you so much, Bobeth. A beautiful lake in a park in Manatee County has been taken over by aquatic plant life. This is what the lake at Conservatory Park in southern Manatee County looks like right now. About 90% of the lake is now covered with what experts call water lettuce. People who live near the lake are frustrated at what they've seen.
It's very upsetting, you know, when I'm used to coming back here and looking at a beautiful lake, you know, and now I'm looking at this. It looks like a football field instead of a lake. And everybody's pretty upset about it.
Residents are hopeful that Manatee County officials will do something about this area soon. Park officials from the county could not be reached for a comment.
Efforts to resolve Sarasota County's homeless problem continue to go forward. Sarasota County Sheriff Tom Knight giving county commissioners the financial details on what it will cost his department to implement a quality of life ordinance. Earlier this month, commissioners approved the ordinance, which made it illegal to camp and store property on public land. According to that plan, the sheriff's office will have to hire multiple new employees who will then need additional training.
This is an operation that the board is going to ask me to perform. It'll cost over $614,000 to start, and that'll push us to over $10 million a year of services that we provide on the behalf of the Board of County Commissioners. So it is concerning about how much is building into the budget and how much ad valorem taxes are going to take to continue to fuel up that budget.
Today's presentation was only a workshop. Commissioners will vote on whether to approve the sheriff's request in the coming weeks.
Well, a little hotter today than it was yesterday, but it was still nice.
Yeah, I liked it today. I thought it was pretty nice. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with more details on our weather tonight. Bob?
Yeah, anything below 85 is nice for me, and above 65, not too bad. 77 right now. We have fair skies overhead. The high today was warmer than average, and looks like we'll stay there to above average. Temperatures are anticipated for a little while. Dew point is at 64, and the humidity the same. The pressure continues to rise slowly, 30-11. And that means with high pressure dominating our weather, don't expect much change. In fact, just a few showers around down to our south associated with a line of low pressure, and this line of low pressure will continue to move off to the west. Now we have this easterly component around an area of high pressure which continues to build over the southeast United States, and this high pressure ridge is keeping things pretty quiet and tranquil all across the Carolinas. A little shower activity there near Georgia and South Carolina, but all in all, fair skies for the west central coast of Florida. That easterly wind around that area of high pressure is bringing a few showers into the east coast, but we are not anticipating anything too significant here. In fact, skies will stay generally fair overnight and a little bit of fog forming. We'll let you know if this forecast will continue into the weekend coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Bob. The City of Venice has locked in their 10-year comprehensive plan. The plan outlines the growth plan, specifically how many new homes are allowed to be built and how much of the city can be built on. In essence, it's a guide for what the city is to look like over the next 10 years, but not everyone was pleased with that layout.
I mean, I don't see anything redeeming in there. They've taken out a couple dozen of the policies that, when you read them, are all the things you would want, not what developers would want.
Supporters of the plan say it's a good vision for the city and that it outlines a positive way forward for the next 10 years.
Manatee County Commissioners deciding today to seriously consider purchasing a sports complex in Lakewood Ranch. Commissioners and tourism officials say the purchase of the 127-acre premier sports campus is in the best interest for the county and its taxpayers.
It is an economic driver for really the state of Florida. So this gives us an opportunity to continue to drive up to $18 million of new dollars into our county on a year-round basis.
The next discussion will be with the Tourist Development Council on December 4th, and then the topic will be brought back before County Commissioners on December 7th. Still to come in your Suncoast News, a new bill filed in the House today amid a debate over controversial insurance practice.
And a new survey showing whether or not Floridians support the use of business incentives. We'll have more on those stories when we come back.
My name is Luke Perry, and I am 1 million strong. I'm in the fight against colorectal cancer because I believe we can win it. Colon and rectal cancers are the second leading cause of cancer deaths among men and women in the U.S. Colon cancer is preventable. Know the risk factors and make sure to get screened. There are simple take-home options available. Take control of your health. Screening for colon cancer isn't embarrassing. It can be life-saving. To find out more about your options, visit fightcrc.org.
I was always worried and scared. Mom was in pain. She wasn't going to get any better, and all the trips to the ER were painful for all of us. Then we called Tidewell Hospice, and everything changed. Now she has care in our home when she needs it, surrounded by family. We know we don't have much time left with Mom, but we decided to make the best out of that time. Tidewell Hospice, it's more than you think.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop head that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Let me introduce you to the ultimate Florida window. Do you feel safer with this or this? You'll be proud too.
Buy more, save more. Volume discounts on 4 or more windows. What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
The ABC 7 First Alert Hurricane Guide. Download yours today.
A new bill filed in the House today could lead to required inspections before damaged windshields get repaired or replaced. The bill comes amid a debate about whether a practice known as assignment of benefits is driving up insurance costs. Assignment of benefits has been a controversial issue in recent years, primarily because of residential water damage claims, but it also has become an issue in claims for windshield damage. In assignment of benefits, policyholders assign over claims to contractors who then perform work and then pursue payment from insurers. The insurance industry contends that this practice leads to fraud and increased litigation, while contractors and plaintiffs' attorneys argue it can help make sure insurance claims get handled properly. The new bill only deals with the windshield issue, however. The measure would allow insurers to require inspections before windshield repairs or replacements are authorized.
After a fierce debate about the issue during the 2017 legislative session, a majority of Floridians back the use of business incentives, though support has dropped in recent years. A USF Nielsen survey just released today shows 58% of Floridians support business incentives as a way to create more jobs and tax revenue, while 28% see them as corporate welfare. Support was down from a high of 69% back in 2010. This annual survey came after a battle between Governor Scott and House Speaker Richard Corcoran about funding for business recruitment efforts by Enterprise Florida. Corcoran criticized incentives as corporate welfare, while Scott said the programs are needed to compete for jobs with other states. The battle ended with the creation of the Florida Job Growth Grant Fund, which makes money available for economic development, but seeks to prevent it from going to projects that provide exclusive benefits to single businesses.
Well, stay with us. Bob Harrigan will be back with your First Alert weather forecast after this.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC 7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Naomi, my California closet designer, has been my partner in crime. She was genuinely fun to work with. We have had a ball collaborating on the 8 units that we have done in our home. The closets in the house are great, but the den is what everyone comments on when they walk in the house. And it's so beautiful. They say, whoa, who did that? And I said, it's California Closets. My name is Melissa, and this is my California Closet story.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Glasses and contacts. You need them to see, but they put such a strain on your life, you miss precious moments. Due to new advances in vision improvement technology, LASIK is now affordable for almost everyone, with procedures starting as low as $299 per eye and over 1 million procedures performed by our trusted independent surgeons. LASIK surgery is a sensible, safe, and affordable solution to improve your vision. Our simple 3-step process begins with a free evaluation, followed by an extensive preoperative exam to determine if you're a candidate for LASIK eye surgery. Depending on the results of your evaluation and eye exam, you and your surgeon will choose the LASIK option that works best for you. So call now to talk to a LASIK Vision Institute counselor and schedule your free evaluation. That's a $100 value, free. Call the LASIK Vision Institute for your free evaluation and enjoy more of your life.
Call 1-800-813-0109. 1-800-813-0109.
When severe weather strikes, trust ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Pretty nice day out there, a little warmer. I could feel that today.
Just a few degrees shy of a record high. You know, it's warm. Temperatures into the low 80s to mid 80s up in the, and that's not changing much. And looking at the long range pattern, 7 days, pretty much the same story. So not much change. After that, though, next week, say around Thursday, Friday, there could be some significant colder air heading in. So if you like the cold air, you have to wait a little longer. But beautiful out there, and the KCK webcam showing gorgeous skies today. Look at the beach, looks nice. Isn't it comfortable conditions out there? Looks as though no problems, really significant problems, any kind of red tide outbreak. We've had some reports of some low to present as far as that goes in some areas out in the Gulf of Mexico, but not much. But look at that calm conditions out there on the waters. Crystal clear skies out there earlier. And then Cindy Desmond getting this afternoon, a beautiful shot from a boat. She's out in the boat getting some high cirrus clouds, a few fair weather cumulus clouds. This was just recently sent in to pics@mysuncoast.com. This is Holmes Beach. Drew asked getting that, and appreciate that shot, Drew. And I kind of show you this. This was last night. Didn't get to it at the 11 o'clock last night, but this is from Art Conforti. You can see the reflectivity of the Ringling Bridge with the nice green colors there off that smooth water. And it looks like winds and seas will pick up a little bit through tomorrow, with the seas running around 2 feet with a moderate chopper there. With high pressure in control, though, a little digital problem there, but we have this easterly wind component, and that is bringing us a little bit of moisture in along the east coast of Florida, but not much going on here. A few showers, I mentioned spotty showers near Melbourne, but nothing happening right now here. Sarasota, 77, 76 now into Bradenton, and 78 into Venice right now. The current conditions, just a few clouds around, 64 degrees there, and the humidity at 65%. We have an east to northeast wind at 5 miles an hour. So temperature's still pretty warm at this time, and it was warm today. 83 the high, just a few degrees shy of the record 87 set back in 1958. Record low 30 set in 1930. This morning's low was warm, 5 degrees above the average at 62 degrees, and no rainfall to report today. We have just a quarter of an inch so far in the rain bucket at the Sarasota Bradenton Airport. We're a deficit now of 1.51 inches for the month, but still above average, over 13.5 inches. We're not anticipating any rain before the end of November. 1 or 2 spotty showers are possible, but not much anticipated. You'll notice that continuing to see that easterly component to our wind flow, east to northeast wind, right through Wednesday and Thursday and even into Friday, as high pressure is not going to budge much over the southeast United States, and looks as though that pattern continues through the weekend and into early next week. Well, the satellite and radar imagery, again, some bad data sent to us, but we're looking at some showers and storms into parts of Missouri and Kansas City and out west. A big storm there in Pacific Northwest, and a huge storm moving through the Aleutian Islands right now, and bringing winds up to 90 miles an hour and heights of the waves 50 feet high there into the Aleutian Islands in Alaska. 38 degrees into Boston right now, but notice how temperatures warm up into Cleveland, Washington, and Nashville, and 68 now in St. Louis, 58 degrees in Chicago. A real cold there, and it's not that cold, is over the northern plain states into the northern Rockies, but Denver not too terribly cold at 43, Dallas at 76 degrees, and we are anticipating that the warm air to pretty much stay over the southeast. You'll see all that cold air kind of sliding generally from the west to the east with no big drop down south, and that continues, as I alluded to earlier, all the way through the weekend and into early next week. Our indications are that we will eventually see a trough of low pressure develop over the eastern third of the nation, which will drop the colder air down our way come late next week. For beach and boating tomorrow, it looks okay. Winds will be 10 to 15 knots to start the morning, subsiding to 10 to 5 knots in the afternoon. Seas running right around 2 feet with a moderate chop out there. Water temperature at 71 degrees. And beaches will see a high near 80 degrees. The forecast tides upcoming. High tide will be at 7:54 and a low at 2:43. Sunset just happened. We'll look for a sunrise tomorrow just after 7 o'clock. Mostly fair, warm, a little bit of patchy fog, 65 for a low tomorrow. Mostly sunny and warm, 83. Your high. Northeasterly winds at 10 to 15 miles an hour, subsiding somewhat in the afternoon. And the extended forecast, there it is, delightful weather right through Tuesday of next week. Not bad. Linda?
Coming up, we'll introduce you to someone who's been to hell and back and tell you how she's now helping others avoid her mistakes.
First out the door when it matters most. For more than a decade, he's been right there, everywhere. And when American jobs are on the line, he leads the charge. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir is America's most watched newscast, and we thank you.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
This holiday season, share the greatest gift of all, peace of mind. Nobody beats Subaru in service quality, vehicle quality, and overall quality. And ALG named Subaru the 2017 top brand for residual value. Now during the Subaru Share the Love event, you can lease the most fuel-efficient vehicle in its class, a new Subaru Outback, for just $229 a month, or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Listen to this important message. If you owe money to the IRS, you will want to hear this. The IRS is cracking down on those who owe back taxes. They send out devastating letters, garnish paychecks, and even put liens on your home or business. You may have heard of it. It's called enforced compliance. Penalties and interest compound daily on your back taxes, putting you under a mountain of debt. Tax 10,000 has years of experience connecting people with tax resolution specialists who will negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. Working through the IRS Fresh Start program, they will handle all the necessary forms and can negotiate a tax settlement with the IRS. It's that simple. And if you qualify, you may end up saving thousands of dollars, finally ending your financial stress. Now is the time for a fresh start. Now is the time to call Tax 10,000. 800-699-3188. That's 800-699-3188. Call now.
Planning a Carnival Fantasy Cruise out of Mobile? Then check out the park and cruise packages at the luxurious Battle House and Renaissance Riverview Plaza hotels. Stay at the Battle House for $169 per night, or the Riverview Plaza for just $149 per night, and leave your car for the duration of your cruise. Includes transportation to and from the cruise terminal. If you're cruising out of Mobile, come stay with us. Call 1-800-MARRIOTT or visit Marriott.com now.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Tonight's amazing Suncoast woman might make you believe in second chances, redemption, and the power of the human spirit to build from the ashes.
ABC 7's Linda Carson introduces us to author Tiffany Jenkins, whose new book just came out this week.
Come here.
Tiffany Jenkins grew up in Sarasota and attended Sarasota High.
I was captain of the cheerleading squad there. That was like my glory days.
She didn't drink.
My senior year, I took a sip of alcohol. I was around people who were drinking and partying, and when I took that sip of alcohol, 2 months later, I dropped out of school.
She was partying hard.
There was a time when somebody offered me what ended up being my drug of choice. And they didn't say, here you go, here is this drug, but just so you know, it's going to destroy your life, it's going to turn you into a liar, a manipulator, a thief, and a felon.
It was a prescription painkiller.
As soon as I took that first pill, I felt amazing.
But soon if she couldn't get the drug, she'd have terrible withdrawals. She tried rehab, but was soon back using. She met a police officer, they moved in together, and she hid her drug use from him.
In order to support my habit, I began taking things from around the home. and pawning them for money for my drugs.
And committing other crimes. She was arrested.
I was charged with over 20 felonies at one time.
She went to jail.
I withdrawed from drugs on the floor of a jail cell in the observation tank because I had tried to end my life.
When she got out, she went into a halfway house.
It was in the halfway house that I met my boyfriend, and after 2 months of dating, I found out that I was pregnant in a halfway house.
She and her boyfriend got married.
When my son was 6 months old, I found out that I was pregnant again with my daughter.
And her husband's young daughter came to live with them. Together, they started building a new life in a home filled with joy.
I almost missed this. It's like you can't, when you're in your addiction and you're in a tough spot, you try to picture what your future's like, and it's usually dark. But it is a fact that if you are able to get and stay clean and keep doing the right thing and making the right choices, that your future will be more beautiful than you could have ever dreamed.
Oh my gosh, you guys, rotisserie chickens are $5.
Tiffany has now been clean for 5 years. She writes a blog about motherhood and life and has 200,000 followers.
The biggest life lesson that I've learned is keeping hope alive, because it's easy when you're down and out and at your rock bottom to think that this is all there's ever going to be. But as long as you have a little bit of hope, then anything is possible.
Tiffany has written a book about her incredible journey. It's called High Achiever, and it is now available on Amazon as an ebook or as a paperback. Linda Carson, ABC7, your Suncoast News.
Great story.
Yeah. Helping others too, you know. 200,000 followers is pretty good in social media, so she's getting the message out. Good news there. A message on her weather, beautiful as of lately, and it should stay that way.
Awesome. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you again right here at 11 o'clock. Have a good night.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
For 30 years, it's been an honor for the Michaels on Ice team to serve you.
We love that our restaurant, wine cellar, and ballroom have become your favorite gathering places, and we love catering your parties.
From everyday celebrations to life's greatest occasions, please join us soon for new culinary adventures. A toast to 30 years.
And to many more.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
So I never had closet systems before. Our designer, Bridget, was able to listen and ask the right questions, taking our ideas and making them happen. We were totally satisfied from beginning to end. I knew the California Closets would help me with every aspect of the design process, and they delivered 100%. My name is Teresa, and this is my California Closet story.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.